What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Now, today's video obviously is going to be a little bit different. We're going to be talking a little bit about the pandemic going on with COVID-19, and I wanted to make a video. I've been kind of going back and forth if I wanted to make this video, just because I don't want it to seem like I am like profiting or like using this situation as a way to bolster myself. That's not at all what this is. I've been getting so many messages from people that are just kind of honestly very nervous and very scared about their diet and their nutrition and their goals while we're going through this really scary time. So I just wanted to make a video, sharing my thoughts and things that I think might help someone that is, really nervous about losing progress, or, I understand how scary it can be when you are really happy about the progress that you have and, not wanting to lose that. Before we get into it, though, I do want to make sure that I say if this is the main thing that you're worried about, you are very blessed, and I think that goes without saying, but like that's a good thing for the main thing for you to be worried about is, if you're going to be able to work out, or if you're going to be able to maintain your diet, or your whatever it is that you're trying to do as far as health wise, right? Like if that's your main concern, that's a really good space to be in. So I think that's important to take that into consideration. I understand that it's hard to not focus on ourselves in times like this, but understand that there are people that are going through a lot worse things. So if your main focus is, I want to make sure that I don't gain weight, or I want to make sure that I am still able to, work out from home, or whatever that might be, that is a blessing in itself. So when I first started kind of thinking about making a video like this, the wheels started turning and I made a post on my Instagram. So I want to kind of read through that. This is the post right here. And I said, "This does not have to hinder your goals. I understand that the pandemic is scary. It's unprecedented. What we are going through, the stress, the fear, the uncertainty, they can all be reasons to stay screw it. I totally understand that feeling. You can continue to lose weight and improve your health through all of this. Will it be harder? Yes. Will you have more free time to snack? 100%. You have the choice. It is up to you. Trust me, I am bummed that my gym is closed. That does not need to end everything, though. Be resilient. If there is any content I can create to help keep you on track and motivated in this time, please let me know. I love you guys." So obviously now that's what I'm trying to do, is create content to help you in this time. Now, one of the first things, and this is kind of a tenet that I try to live by, I'm not the best at it, but is to make sure that you are focusing on what you can control. If there are government shutdowns of things in your area, if there are things that you have no choice over, like focusing on those things and being upset by it or being stressed out by it, that's not going to do you any good personally, right? So honestly, like that's what I'm trying to do as well, is focus on what I can control, focus on the things that I can do to make this experience as good as possible. And that's what I'm trying to do. This video, more than anything, is me kind of talking to myself, because I have these same anxieties. I have these same things that I'm stressed out about that a lot of the people that might be following me have. So understand, I'm not an expert or anything like this. I'm just someone that's kind of gone through the whole thing, and I want to share what I think I'm going to be doing, and hopefully what I do might be able to help some of you guys out there as well. So now, if you are trying to lose weight and say you've lost like 20 pounds, right? And you're really excited and you're stoked that you're finally being able to lose weight, and then this happens, you can get very anxious about that. I 100% understand that. So a couple of the things that I am going to try to do myself, and what I would see myself doing in the past, and things that I did do in the past that helped me continue to lose weight, were to stop snacking. Now, the reason that I say this is because, again, a lot of us are going to be stuck at home, right? We're going to be stuck at home. We're going to have that food, hopefully, if all your grocery stores haven't been ransacked and you have actually were able to get some food, you're going to have this food at home all day long, right? It's going to be sitting there. So if you implement the rule, and this is something that I did as well, I implemented the rule of no snacking, not a little bit of snacking every once in a while. Because if I had that rule of no snacking, there was no, oh, maybe I'll just grab this, or maybe I'll just do this. It's like, you're not allowed to snack. I'm not going to grab anything. So then I was never tempted to even do it, because I told myself that's a no. There's no maybe or maybe not. It was definite no. Another thing that can really help in this situation, if you're not already doing this, is maybe learn how to track macros. Now, if you don't want to go that far, which I totally understand, maybe learn how to track calories or focus on trying to make sure you are tracking your calories. Now, the reason I think that this could be helpful in this time is that if you are making sure that you are hitting those numbers, those caloric numbers, you know that if you put it into MyFitnessPal or whatever app that you decide to use, you know, okay, these are the calories that I'm going to eat for this day, and I'm not going to go over it because I know if I go over that, then I will no longer be reaching for those goals that I'm trying to do. So if you start tracking those macros, you have a number to hit and something to focus on other than maybe I'll eat this, maybe I won't eat this. Again, all of this is going to be more difficult because we're home all day and maybe we don't have the regular supplies, but all of these things added up might help you move a little bit forward instead of just kind of backsliding back to maybe the habits that you had before. Another reason I really do like tracking in a situation like this is that we don't have that normal accountability that you might have, you know, at the gym that you go to or at work where you see all your friends that are also trying to lose weight, right? Like whatever situation you might be in, that community might have been torn apart a little bit unless you have one online, which is awesome. That's why I really like Instagram. It can help you stay connected in a time like this. But now you are accountable to yourself because you're the one that's going to be entering that food that you ate. And if you don't enter the food, right, you're only lying to yourself. So I really think that in this moment, tracking can actually be a very helpful tool. Another thing that I was thinking might actually be really helpful if you had been really active and say you were going to the gym every day and you are just really stressed out about the amount of activity that you're going to be able to have, it might be a good idea to retrack your TDEE, which is your total daily energy expenditure. Now, I've made whole videos on how to do this, so I'll make sure I link one down in the description. But basically, if you go to, I think it's tdeecalculator.net, again, I'll have it down in the description, you can enter your weight, your height, your sex, your activity level, and most likely for a lot of us, your activity level might have to go down a little bit. So you will understand, okay, maybe I can't eat as many calories as I was eating before. Again, this is just a way to have a peace of mind and be like, okay, this is the amount of calories I need to shoot for if I want to maintain my weight or lose a little bit of weight as we're going through this. Again, it's just that little bit of peace of mind. And then when it comes to what you are eating, I've been to the grocery store recently, and at least where I am, a lot of the quote unquote healthy foods, so a lot of like the salad stuff and the fruits and all of that stuff, hasn't been picked through, especially the fresh stuff. So I understand that a lot of people are getting frozen stuff because maybe they don't want to go out again or they're worried about things going bad. But if you're in an area where you're not completely quarantined, where it's just, you know, social distancing is a thing and everything else is closed, but the grocery store is still open, maybe go out and check and see what they have, because you can still buy that fresh stuff, right, and put it in the freezer. It's still around. So it really is a good time to maybe check out that stuff and get things that are, you know, low calorie, nutrient dense, things that are going to fill you up, and, you know, eat those things while we're in this time. Now, more than anything, like all of these tips are like tips that you can use anytime, right? So like the reason that I'm bringing this up right now is because a lot of people with what we're going through, it's very easy to just be like, I can't do anything about this, right? I have no option but to eat Hot Pockets all day and like frozen food that's crappy, right? Like that's the inclination that I know I would have if I was going through this, and I am going through this. So like that's my natural inclination, is like, well, whatever. But like take a step back and really think about things and understand like this is not the end of the world. You can make progress through this. Is it the best situation? Absolutely not. But if you have a mindset of, I'm going to do this and I am going to see results, I promise you have a much better chance of succeeding than if you're like, well, might as well not try. I guess I'll just do whatever I want for, you know, a month or 2 months or whatever, however long this takes, and then I'll get back on it. If that's your mindset, you are 100% going to fail. And then when it comes to workouts, I mean, there are literally thousands of posts right now of at-home workouts. I'm not sure. I might film, a couple at-home workouts for you guys. If you guys want me to do that, just let me know down in the comment section down below. But don't be against doing at-home workouts. Like there are definitely some workouts you could do at home with no equipment. And then if you really want to, maybe invest in like a dumbbell or kettlebell or order something off Amazon and get it sent to you, then you have even more options. Like there are ways that you can have an absolutely amazing workout at home. Again, it's just taking that mindset and instead of being like, oh, well, might as well just not work out because I can't go to the gym. Instead of having that mindset, think, what can I do? Like if that's your mindset going into all of this, what can I do instead of what can't I do? You're going to have a better experience, and most likely you're going to see a lot more progress than the person that's like, well, it can't do anything. But with all that being said, I just want to say, you know, make sure that you are being safe, you're practicing your social distancing, doing what you can, doing your part to help save the rest of the, you know, the rest of the community that might not be completely fine from this virus. You know, the elderly, the people that have pre-existing conditions, people that are immunocompromised, all of those things. Like, we don't want to, just because maybe we might be fine, we don't want to hurt those people that might not be fine. So, you know, I hope that you guys are taking this seriously, but at the same time, I hope that you are able to see the beauty in what we're going through, and you're able to see, you know, the positives and the things that maybe you can take out of this, because it is a very tough and tumultuous situation that we're going through. And I don't want to minimize that at all, but there's always positives you can pull out if you try. And that's what I'm trying to do. And hopefully this video, you know, helps you guys out and at least lets you know that everyone is struggling with a lot similar things, and we're all worried about, you know, what we're going to do. If we all, like, all of us love going to the gym. All of us love, you know, eating correctly, and obviously are working on ourselves. So we all have the same anxieties. And hopefully, if anything, this video lets you know that you're not alone in that. And there's nothing wrong with maybe being worried about that. I think that's a very normal thing. But yeah, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you have any ideas or suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There's one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look how buff I am.
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.